Okay. Yeah, I think the game got a bit harder. Looks like Angles is still where he was. Nope, he's deactivated. I need more health power-ups too. I used a bunch of them last time. Wow, they were not affected. They're still around. So it was just Yorha. Have I seen you somewhere before? Shop owner. Who are you? What? They're not letting me buy anything. Haven't seen you before. My freaking sword is like max charged. I did not see Anemone around. Unless I passed her. I don't think I did. Noise, sword, the noise of the sword. What a beautiful sound. I could listen to this all day. Ah. Quest for this guy. Odd. You're Yorha, right? Or maybe ex-Yorha? Perfect. See, I have some packages that need delivering, but they're too heavy for me to move out of storage. Am I letting a hand? Oh no, he wants me to do this again, doesn't he? Really? Thanks so much. My supervisor's a real hard ass, so if this doesn't get done, I'm a dead man. Just grab all the stuff I need and get it out of there, okay? Think you can get the goods for me? Great, thanks a million. Oh no, sorting trouble 2.
Marking objects likely to be the targeted packages.
Ugh, I hated this. And of course I can't jump. That's 2.
That should be everything.
Everything, huh? I got something. Oh, that was way easier than the first one. I actually figured it out. Deliver goods to the client, yes. You got the packages together for me? Thank you. Storage area is pretty sad shape. My supervisor came in earlier and really wrecked the place. I think you need a new supervisor. Seems like I'm always having to clean up after her. Anyway, here's your payment. Thanks again. Elaborate gadget, drop rate. Well, that's done. Nope, Anemone's not here. Wait a minute. Is that an S... That's a Sturmgewehr 44 on the ground. How did that survive 10,000, 11,000 years into the future? Like, what the heck? They don't make that anymore. They're not selling me shit. They want nothing to do with me. Come on. I'm just a passing android. Oh, another sealed chest I can't open. Shit. Inbox. Ah. Some email. Council of Humanity, special correspondence. Received word of destruction of Adam and Eve. Enemy machine life form central networking units. With the enemy weakened, now's our moment. With humanity's great army, we're now launching all-out assault. Drive back the invaders. We'll claim our rightful home of Earth, Lord of mankind. Receive ports of particular units. Sight among machine life forms. I think I read this already. Read that too. Hey, it's Emil. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, friend. Thanks for stopping by. You're into fishing at all? For a while, I ate whatever I could get my hands on just to survive, so I actually know a fair bit about the art of angling, so today I decided to let you in on some juicy info. Some different areas have different fishing spots. As a rule, you're usually going to find freshwater fish in rivers and saltwater fish in the sea. Also, got catching like starfish or horseshoe crab and shoals, but if you're looking for a huge catch, you need to aim for the deepest depths. Ponds of boiling oil in the desert are usually filled with machine fish, and most of what you'll find in the pipes buried across the world is plain old garbage, but if you keep at it, you might be able to pull something up good. Finally, if you're looking for rare fish, the more exotic fish that can shake a stick out in the subterranean lake near where I live. It's just a good, quick zipper to zoom away from the city ruins. Well, that's it. I think later, Emil. Why would he eat fish? He's a robot. Kind of bored on my mind, so how about swinging by the store? I've got some pretty good stuff on probably. Yeah, he's a machine. The only thing he can eat is gas and oil. Or batteries. Fish. What does he harvest the fish oil? Because I don't think that would do much. Well, they're not going to sell me health, so... I wonder what she does for her finishing move. 2B had one, 9S did not have one, so what does she have? Whoa, that's... Oh, it's a spear. They've got EMPs now. I could probably eventually visit Muramasa, or Masamune, whatever he's called. That's a new looking one. Yeah, this one looks different. Damn, I really leveled both of these swords up. Come on, Bullwinkle, let's go. The gold bots are gone. I fought them once. They were a pain in the ass. I wasn't gonna fight them again.
Huh? What's that?
Proposal. Use pot fire to force him to stop.
Or just ram into him. Ow, ow, ow. Could have just asked me to stop, you know. Hey, you're A2, aren't you? Must be fate that we ran into each other. And since you're here, you might as well buy something. There's nothing to buy, kid. I bought everything. You want to know where I live? No. Well, I live deep, deep underground. Picture something deep and go deeper. Feel free to visit me anytime you want. Do I do it or do I not do it? Because last time I went over there, he was not there. I'm gonna try. After I beat up this guy. Oh, static. Ugh. They've all got, like, EMPs now. What the hell? More of these white blocks and shit. I don't think I was able to come in here originally when I started as A2. Oh my god. That ass. That ass is perfect. Her boobs are a little on the small side for my taste, but whatever. The ass is just too perfect to criticize, honestly. Yeah, 2B is perf on the frontal department. A2 is perfect on the posterior department. Oh, you know, hi, Emil. Says I can see him down here, yet he's not down here at all. Where are you, you little shit? Why aren't you here? He's not here. Pointless. Go back upstairs. It's a little hard to tell whether or not it's clothing or not, but it would appear to me that A2 has seen a lot of conflict over the years. And as if I recall correctly, at the beginning of playing as her, there was what seemed to be a memory flashback happening, probably losing her partner. She was being referred to as 2, and the android she referred to was named 4, so A4 or some other number. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can't tell whether that's clothing that's ripped on her or the skin plates on her legs that are been ripped off. Would be cool if there was a bonus costume for A2 you could unlock where she's all pristine. Okay. I want to get credits again. Fuck. I pressed dodge. There's Jackass. You're A2. Never mind, just be careful out there, yeah? You're all in one piece. There weren't many casualties in this area, but we might not be so lucky next time. So what can I do you for? Oh, finally somebody that allows me to shop. Visual aimants. Oral effects. Just in case. And I checked. There was no way to save 2B. 2B does in fact die. As dictated by the story. There's no way to get her out of it. Which sucks, frankly. See ya. It really makes me sad. All that time spent in development, it's just... Why'd you have to do it, man? Come on, Yoko, why'd you have to go all... Tomino on me? Or Genorobuche? They're known for killing characters. Why'd you have to go and try and pretend to be one of them. Leave 2B alone. Whoa, that's new. Spider droid. The enemy placement's different. I wonder if we can go inside the doors now. The ones that were not able to be locked and had the robots in front of them. You know, I noticed that A2, she cut her hair when she killed 2B. Was that like an acknowledgement of some kind? Because she cut it short. Granted, it's not the same as 2B's haircut, but it's short regardless. Whoa. Oh, they're Goliaths. Regular ones. Come on. Screw you, douchebag. What? He's throwing crotch bombs out of him. Oh, it's worms. That's not cool, man.
So much for Goliath class.
Oh, it's dead.
It was over before it started.
Negative. Enemy machines remain in the area.
What?
What the hell is that?
It's a worm! Made of spider droids.
It appears to be a machine life form that has adapted to the desert environment. Proposal: destroy the enemy machine.
No
yeah, that's
shit.
real helpful.
It's a worm made out of spider droids.
He's tough. Time to bust out B mode.
Alert. The use of B mode to increase nuclear fusion output carries unacceptable levels of risk. Any offensive boost is offset by lower defense and increased maintenance costs. The feature was removed from newer models for this reason.
Guess it's too bad I'm not a newer model.
Berserker mode. So she doesn't have the self-destruct like...
Older attempt. Proposal. Unit A2 should take advantage of her support pod, which is equipped with helpful long-range attack features.
Don't patronize me.
So it costs health. That sucks. I probably should have upgraded my pod a long time ago. I think I wanted to, but I couldn't because of lack of the resources I needed. Oh, come on. Really? Let me out, you... Did I get him?
Alert. Oncoming EMP attack detected.
Oh no.
Escape recommended.
Run! Or not.
Where am I?
The EMP attack appears to have caused hacking damage to Unit A2's memory modules.
So this is my memory area. But why are you here?
Support units are required to monitor our target's internal systems in case of breakdown.
Next time, ask me before you go poking around in my head.
I don't think he had much of a choice, A2. Although, I can understand the want for privacy. At least we get to do this again. Where are they? Call of Duty drones? Stop spawning. Ugh. Enemies that don't know when to stop spawning. Don't you hate that? It's part of the reason why I don't like Call of Duty anymore.
What's all this about?
The hacking has caused the enemy's memories to merge with your own.
Built to wipe out mankind, huh?
Normally you'd be called, but we'll be calling you 2B.
What?
Continue to observe the situation. and
2B?
dispatch.
This is a fragment of Unit 2B's memory data. It is an order she received from the Yorha commander when she was still alive.
Okay, for whatever reason, my controller just shit bricks and just stopped, and I have no idea what just happened. And there was important dialogue happening, and I could not read any of it because the whole thing just went nuts. Which makes me wonder what it was that was happening. Where's my phone? Ugh. Oh, there it is. Okay, what was it all that dialogue was saying? Because for whatever reason, my controller just went nuts, and which caused everything to stop which caused me to lose control, and I have no idea what happened. Okay, what was it that was being said? Okay, if you'd be called, yeah, 2B for a time. Continue to observe the situation, dispatch if necessary. Fragment of Unit 2B's memory data. Okay. It was an order she received from the Yora commander when she was still alive. Okay, so that's what it was. It's 2B's memories. Okay, now I know what it was. Hopefully the game won't do that again.
Number 2. We're all here. We're supposed to be here. Thank you. Giving meaning to my life.
A2's memories.
Memory data recognized as belonging to Yora Unit A2 herself.
Shut up and get out of my head already.
Yeah, something happened. What?
You and I are the same. We have no one to help us. We can only cry and scream. Shut up! Just shut up.
Huh, she even has a mole on her face just like 2B. I wonder if they were crafted from the same body type, or at the very least a similar.
Pod 153, commencing data sharing.
Affirmative. Launching compressed conversation mode.
Well, definitely not going to understand any of that.
Compressed conversation mode complete.
What? I wanted to hear it.
Awaiting report on the effects of Unit 2B's memory data on Unit A2's self-consciousness.
Understood. Updating as reference data for support activity.
Okay, maybe not the exact same body type because, you know, they both have the same. Because they both have different assets. If you get my drift. What? No, I want to keep going as A2. What are you, nuts? It appears that A2's memory pod 042. It appears that A2's memory region pod has combined with 2B's data. Currently monitoring progress. To an analyze effect. Pod 01, pod 153, hold, pod 42. Issue detected in your conversational functionality. Numerous machine life forms whose network functions were destroyed remain out of control. Please take caution. 042, affirmative. I'll play as I-9S later, when I'm finished with this part of the story.
Good morning, A2.
What the?
Analysis. Your high unit A2 was restarted 5 minutes and 42 seconds ago. The cause was excessive strain due to battle against a large machine lifeform.
All this goddamn sand is starting to piss me off.
Alert. Fuel filter performance deteriorating. Fine particulate matter seems to have entered the filter while fighting in the desert. Proposal. Replace the faulty part immediately.
You make it sound so easy.
Records indicate said part was once used at the resistance camp.
The resistance camp.
Place the filter. I can go there, but I also want to know if I can go inside the ruins. The bunker over there in the ruins. What is with that giant structure? Why did you have to find this place? Yeah, he's gonna blow himself up. Yeah. We all know. We still can't enter. Fuck. Yeah, I could take the Warthog, but I kind of want to get more XP because everyone's gotten tougher. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about Berserk mode. Goes by very fast and it's a detriment to my health. It's almost not worth it, honestly. Type 4 blade. Ah, so it's used similarly as the other blade. It's just bigger. I think I want to go for the spear instead. It's practically the same weapon. By that I mean the giant sword is basically the same weapon in terms of uses as Virtuous Treaty is. Variety it up a bit. Caught him in midair. No surprise attack for you, boy. I want to get my stuff back, thank you. Are you kidding me? Machine head. He couldn't even do anything. What a dumbass. Come on. Much better.
Help me!
Are those
Pascal.
machines fighting each other?
It's Pascal.
Thank you so much for saving me.
You're a machine too.
Wait, please. I have no intention of harming you. My name is Pascal, and while it's true that I am a machine life form, I also detest fighting of any kind.
Uh-huh. And machines don't have souls. They're just murder bots with a fancy name. They killed so many of us. And I swore to make them pay.
I see. If that will save your soul, then so be it.
Destroy Pascal. No, I'm not destroying Pascal. Why would I do that?
You aren't going to kill me?
Just shut up and leave before I change my mind.
You... No. Never mind. You have my thanks.
How much you want to bet that killing her would have triggered an alternate ending? I bet that's what would have happened. Like, oh, you killed Pascal. Here's a quick ending. Kind of like what happened with ending G when I left the field. as 9S the first time. Number 2, you're still alive. Sorry I haven't been in touch, Anemone. You survived, that's all that matters. Though I fear that all of your fighting companions are long gone. I had to kill number 21 with my own hands. Aww. I'm sorry. No, it's... Oh, that's right. Did you know there was a Yorha member here named Tubi that looked just like you? Oh, okay, so they are based on a similar body type. Just, again, some subtle differences. She's dead. What? 2B is dead. I killed her. She was infected with a logic virus. Oh. Well, please make yourself at home in our camp. I'll have someone show you around. Not necessary. Yeah, I've been here. Her memories are contained in this sword. I see. You can go ahead and use her old room then. I'm in charge of the camp here. I'll make sure to tell everyone about you. Okay, so we can't go back there, but I want to see... I want to save my game. Take a quick break. Drink my Coke. I think I'll go for another 30 minutes or so. Yes. Need a fuel filter? Sorry, I'm all out. I'll ask Anemone. Damn it. Hey, Anemone, got a question for you. Any chance you could spare a fuel filter? Fuel filter? Our supply recently ran out. Pascal makes them for us, so you can go pick up one directly if you'd like. Pascal? You know him? I still don't get it. How is it that Pascal, a robot with a feminine voice, is considered a he? It's like it's a reverse Adam and Eve. It's a reverse not Eve. Eve in this game is a guy, and yet Pascal's is supposed to be, you know, a girl from the sound of it. What's with all the changing of male, female? I don't know anymore. Fuck it. You know him? You trade with the enemy? His village is different. They've never caused us any harm. No way, forget it. This may be hard to understand, but we forge an alliance and trade materials when the need arises. We can't be picky about how we reach our goals around here. Besides, we aren't so far gone that we kill machine life forms after they surrender. Ugh. So we gotta go to Pascal's village then. Anything else? You've changed, number 2. The way you talk and act is completely different from how you were in the past. And you've become a true leader. I'm nothing compared to Rose. Huh. Previous leader. Actually, I have the records stored on that external drive. Thought I should preserve memories of the time we fought together. I also think you have the right to see them. You and I must never forget. I know. Memory banks. I want to look at these now. Your Pearl Harbor Descent personal record part 1. Huh. Reference to the... Was that a reference to Pearl Harbor from World War II? Let's take a look-see. I'm curious. My name is Anemone, and I lead the android resistance. This is a record of the battles I've experienced and my losses. I leave it here as a warning to myself. The machine life form attack lands far too close for comfort. I smell an acrid odor and know that some of my hair has been singed off. Anemone, retreat for now. That's an order. That's my captain, Rose. I obey her without hesitation, running from the front as soon as I take out a few nearby enemies. Feet flying beneath me, I leap into the hastily built trench where my resistance comrades are gathered. How many battles is this now? The same sights and sounds. The same struggle of attrition. My resistance forces play the same war on repeat with no end in sight. So, Edge of Tomorrow then. All you need is kill much. I don't even remember why we're fighting anymore. But I must continue regardless. I must continue until one side or the other is dead. This looks bad, Xion. What should we do? Calm down, Lily. We'll find an opening somewhere. You don't search for an opening, you make one. Dahlia, wait. Oh, so they... Oh, okay, so the ones on Earth do give themselves names, while the ones up in space had numbers, because they... I think because they were considered cannon fodder or whatever, I don't know. I grab Dahlia's arm before she can flee the trench and turn to Rose. She brought us here after all. She must have a plan of some kind. But as the enemy horde closes in, Rose simply squints off in the distance. There's been a change in enemy movements, she says. Finally, someone just started fighting over there. But that's not possible, stammers Margaret. We're all here. Margaret's right. There are only 9 of us left capable of fighting the machines. Captain Rose, Gerbera, Lily, Sonia, Erica, Margaret, Xion, Dahlia. And me, Anemone. We're all that's left of the 8 descent forces. The 8th descent forces. The one that took place roughly 200 years ago. An uneasy Sonia pulls Xion close and chews on a loose strand of hair. I don't like it, she says. What if it's some kind of machine trap? I wait for a while, heart pounding, until I hear the enemy fire lessen. Okay, I say. This looks like our chance. Let's pull back. Someone's fighting out there, Anemone, cries Dahlia. Dahlia, we can't abandon them. Oh, so you want to risk all of our lives for some stranger? Come on. We don't even know if this mystery fighter's on our side or not. It's not what I said. Enough, you two, barks Xion. Captain makes the final decision on this. After Xion speaks, all of us turn to Captain Rose. She looks us in the eyes and nods slowly before starting to speak. Gerbera, the enemy is heading toward the explosives we set up earlier, yes? Gerbera thinks for a moment. Now that you mention it, yeah, they are. A slight smile crosses Rose's face, yet she still seems perfectly composed. Good. Then if this goes well, we might be able to take them all out. I want all of you to leave this trench and get to those explosives, says Rose. Well, let the blast take out most of them and clean up the stragglers. Identifying our unknown mystery fighters can wait until we're done. No one objects to the captain's decision. Moch issues the order. We all leap from the trench as one and re-enter the fray. When we reach the battle, we find what appears to be another set of androids dressed in strange black outfits. Before they even know what's happening, we detonate the explosives, kill the remaining machines, and turn our guns in their direction. Alright, I say to the stranger, start talking. Easy, says one of the mystery androids. We're on your side. We're new models rolled out as part of something called Project Yorha. Really? I say, we haven't heard anything about new models. I probably speak with more bluster than necessary, but I have to make sure they're actually on our side. I don't think they're lying necessarily, but I can't read their expressions thanks to the giant goggles they wear. That or the bandage or the bandanas over the eyes. Frankly, a little caution never goes amiss in the middle of a war. We learn that the 4 androids refer to each other as number 2 and number 4. A2 and for the rest of her squad, I presume. Number 4, number 16, and number 21. Yeah, they're A2's comrade. They're A2 and her comrades. When they rolled out, the generation before 2B and 9S, they also aren't in a hurry to share much more. And they mentioned number 21 as Anemone killing her. Our mission is top secret, one of them says. That's why you haven't heard about us yet. I think it just occurred to me, 22B and all those other ones that we killed as part of a quest line in the Path A. I have a feeling that they quit Yora because they may have found out that the fighting was pointless and what's the use, so they just struck out on themselves. I don't know if that's the case exactly, because I can only suspect. For why A2 left, I can assume probably, well, all our comrades are dead for one, so perhaps she went renegade. I don't know. That's what it seems like. Mission is top secret, one of them says. That's why you haven't heard about us yet. I slowly draw my knife in an attempt to gauge their reactions. So, in other words, no one will know any better if I kill you right now. Stand down, Anemone, says Rose softly. No, cries Lee. She's right. We've all seen how quickly the enemy is evolving. Who's to say these 4 aren't machines that just look human? My companion's not in agreement. The stand wars made us all suspicious. One of the strangers, number 16, I believe, draws a long knife from its sheath. If it's a fight you want, she says, I'm happy to give it to you. Before I can respond, Dial leaps in front of me with her weapons at the ready. This is it. We're going to fight. But just before the battle can erupt, the android called number 2 steps forward. Yup, A2. Wait, she says. There used to be 16 of us, says number 2, but the others died during the descent. We're isolated and alone out here, where reinforcements aren't coming, and that means we have to finish this mission with the soldiers we have left. We don't need more enemies right now. What we need is allies. She finishes this speech with a soft sigh of trying and failing to hold her emotions in check. I know that sort of voice. It's the voice of someone who still has hope despite all the odds. Yeah, and A2 does not have hope anymore, from the sounds of things. Resistance Anemone, Resistance Rose. Pearl Harbor Part 2. I wonder if it is a reference to the attack on Pearl Harbor. A little bit fucked up, but I guess the meaning is supposed to be, the whole surprise attack and how everything goes to shit. Because if you think about the attack on Pearl Harbor, it ended up being one that did not win Japan in the long run in the war. If anything, it ended up being their downfall. According to the Yora team, there's an enemy server beneath Mount Kala. Don't think it's a real mountain. Could be wrong. We can take it out. We might finally gain some ground in this endless war. I don't think it is a real mountain. I think it's just more Drakengard references. But in order for that to happen, we need to work together. Take him out. We have finally gained some ground in this war. In order for that to happen, we need to work together. After a bit of thought, Rose decides to throw in with the new models. It's a relationship that changes as time goes on. What are you doing, Error, what are you doing, Dahlia? Just showing this idiot how weak she is, replies a winded Dahlia. Ha, wheezes her opponent. Number 16. You're obviously outmatched. The two of them are taking turns hitting each other. Cat fight. Seems friendly enough as those things go. Plus, they've been doing it for so long, now that both of them are out of energy, they likely couldn't punch through a piece of paper at this point. The rest of the group stares at the combatants and tries not to grin. Dahlia and number 16 seem to butt heads over the smallest little things. Maybe it's because they're so much alike. It's almost annoying how quickly muscleheads learn to like one another. The rest of us converse as Dahlia and 16 continue to spar, so they're basically the Raphael of each other's group. We call each by their names that we call each other by names that I gave us, explains Rose. I see, responds number 4. I thought it strange that you didn't use code numbers. She nods while she speaks as though it all makes perfect sense. Suddenly, Captain Rose breaks out into a wide grin. You know what? She says. I think we should give all of you names as well. No, says number 2. It would be a waste. Rose eyes her warily. A waste? You can name me when the mission is over, she replies as a blush rises in her cheeks. I could tell her words also served as a wish for success. Alright, responds Rose. I'll think of a name for you by then. She knows this is a fleeting promise, as most such things are, but doesn't matter already. I can see us growing closer to the Orha team. Well, my friends are growing closer to them, at least. You're all being careless, I state, much louder than I intend. Luckily, the others either don't hear or decide to ignore it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not about to get all against the captain's judgment, but that doesn't mean I'm ready to just lie down and trust our new friends. Ours is a solitary existence that has long since been abandoned by the moon. No matter how they cried, mourned, or struggled, the voices of our departed comrades went unanswered. So how can you trust an entire squad of new models that you just met? What's wrong, Anemone? I hear Lily calling to me. She's likely concerned about me being apart from the rest of the group. Nothing, I begin. I'm fine. Before I can complete my thought, Lily suddenly opens her mouth and emits a terrible scream. Ah! Lily's scream echoes through the entire camp. It's heartbreaking. It's agony. It's horrible. What happens? She's infected, screams Rose. Lulu's infected. Oh no, the T-virus has jumped to machines! Okay, no, it's probably just a computer virus. Probably something like what happened to everyone else earlier. We all draw weapons out of instinct as much as anything else, pointing them at our comrade as she continues to scream and scream and scream. We all know what's happening. We've seen it before. It's a logic virus. Ugh, I knew it. A machine weapon that hijacks android systems and overwrites their data. And since there's no known cure, it's also a death sentence. I need to show her mercy. I need to set her free. My finger rests on the trigger, yet I hesitate, and before I can make that final fateful decision, I hear a voice rise up from somewhere behind me. Stop, you can't do this. You can't just let your friend die. It's number 21. The girl I thought to be cool and composed beyond all measure was now pleading with me to spare Lily's life. What do I do? What the hell do I do? Lily said you were like a family to her. You can't abandon family. Not before you exhaust every possibility. What can you do then? I'll use my power to erase the virus. That's impossible. Rose spat out what we were all thinking, but before we can act, Lily starts to send nearby comrades flying with impossible strength. I've seen infected androids before. I know how much damage they can do once the virus turns off their limiters. They fight and fight until utterly destroyed. Dahlia and number 16 rush into the fray, trying to suppress their former friend, but she swats them away like flies. How many of us have been infected now? How many friends have I been forced to put down? The heart I'm not supposed to have aches with the thought. Aches as I remember all the identification numbers I've been retired. That means you have human thoughts and emotions like the humans you were based on. Yep. Hearts of a machine, ghost in the machine, whatever you want to call it. Ghost in the shell logic. When did I start giving them names? When did I decide I simply couldn't endure it any longer? Initiating reprogramming sequence. That voice, number 21, she's screaming something about reprogramming. I don't know what to do. I'm lost. As my vision slowly clears, I see number 2, anyone inputting commands into her terminal, while number 2 and number 4 hold her down. They hold her as she rides. And Rose stares at me with surprise. Oh no. I'm holding Lily too. What does that mean? Yorha Gunner 16. Yorha Attacker 4. Yorha Scanner 21. Huh. I was wondering just now. The B and the S's and all that. I think those are supposed to be the first letters for a whole word, like an initial. So, 2B would be what, to battle or something, and S of course being for scanner, 9 scanner. In this case, it's the words and numbers are flipped around. So Gunner 16, wouldn't that make her G16, Attacker A4, and S21? That's what I think that's how it is. That's what they're getting at. Part 3. "14th Machine War. Pearl Harbor Descent." 14th? They've been at this 14 times previously? So what would this be? The, 300th at this point? I don't know. The name of the mission entrusted to the Yorha soldiers. Was there ever such furious gunfire, such bombings that continued without pause? Our target is the machine server under Mount Kala, and our situation is dire. We need reinforcements, requesting deployment at once. Number 2 speaks quickly, yet calmly, which is all the more remarkable considering the hostile army closing in on our position. With a command center in the orbiting satellite informs us no reinforcements will be forthcoming. We are abandoned. We are alone. It's so easy to do from there, from the satellite, from the moon. I'll do whatever is necessary, says Lily with a grim smile. Dahlia and Margaret quickly nod in agreement, as does number 16. They decide to join the rear guard, staying behind to be our shield, even though it comes at the cost of their own lives. Regardless, they all agreed without hesitation. For we in the vanguard will be joining them in death soon enough. Without another word, we turn our backs on each other and take up positions. We know this is the end. Dahlia and the others will buy us time to reach the gate at Kala's Peak. Beyond that lies an elevator, and beyond that is the server. If we can destroy it, we'll deal devastating blows to machine life forms throughout the Pacific region. So it is, is it Hawaii? Or somewhere in that island chain? Yeah, it could be either that or be like the Solomon Islands or the Philippines. I don't know. It sounds something that would take place in that overall region, I suppose. But as I notice number 21 scowling at the elevator, I start to have a bad feeling about the final stage of our mission. Well, if the orbital drop from the beginning of Half C was any indication, this world, the world of NieR and Drakengard, from what I can tell, is like a heavy fantasized version of the real Earth, because I saw Florida right there. So I can only, and so Pacific, so I can only assume, yeah, Hawaii or somewhere, and we're fighting inside of Central Europe, probably Germany, if all the robot names are any indication. But as I notice number 21 scowling at the elevator, I start to have a bad feeling about the final stage of our mission. Go on, she says. I've got this. We crowd into the elevator as she begins hacking the terminal. She doesn't need to tell us what's happening. It's clear that the elevator won't descend all the way to the server unless someone stays behind to control it. Okay. The whole has to stay behind to make the stupid thing work trope. Enemies incoming, they're almost on us. As I speak, I suddenly find myself leaping from the elevator and taking up a position at number 21's side, almost as if my body's out of control. Something is wrong. Something... I'll back up number 21, I cry. The rest of you take out that server. Doors close on my friends. The last thing I see is the face of my captain, Rose. She looks concerned, but then the door's shut and she is no more. That was the last time I ever saw them. Ugh. But it's alright. We're going to finish this, one way or the other. The only sounds we hear are distant explosions and the rasp of number 21's breathing. Thank you, she whispers, for staying with me. I look at her eyes and see the telltale red of a logic virus infection. Oh. I was right, after all. I sigh softly as I draw my weapon. I've seen comrades infected before. That's why I couldn't leave her to die alone. The vaccine she gave Lily is already ineffective. So it's what? Like digital HIV? It mutates at such a rate that it's unable to be treated. Maybe not mutate. Reprograms itself at such a rate that it can't be treated. That's what it seems like. The enemy has evolved. They studied number 21's patterns and developed a new resistance. No one can save her now. When the elevator reaches the server, begins number 21 weekly, then I'll give you peace, I reply. The elevator moves ever lower, creating the countdown on number 21's life. How much time has passed? How much can possibly be left? Too long to wait, yet not long enough for regret. A massive explosion echoes in the distance as the hall slowly shakes. It's the final act of Lily and the others in the rear guard. They just overloaded their own fusion reactor, so Rose and Lily went kaput. And from the sounds of things, they did not have black boxes at the time to send their memories and data back, so I guess it is a suicide run, and they didn't fix that till the introduction of 2B's generation with the black boxes, because that's what it sounds like. No mention of them. Older models, old ways. Sound of our comrades and my slowly fades from our ears. As it does, number 21 reaches up and slowly removes her goggles. I'm glad I got to meet you, she says. Her eyes are so red, but not completely. There's still a little of herself left. And while it is, don't worry, I say, I'll be with you soon. She smiles as my words reach her ears. As soon as the elevator touches down, I fire a bullet into number 21's brain. I watch the thing that used to be her tumble to the ground. I stare at the gun I hold in trembling hands. I press it to my temple. This will end it all. The war. My meaningless existence. All of it. It will finally be over. Unforgivable. 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 Your comrades sacrifice themselves and fight to the last breath. They feel suffering. They feel sadness. They feel pain and terror. And yet you would surrender now? Unforgivable. The voice is a battlefield curse, telling those who survive to see their mission through no matter what. It is another me crying out. Yeah, Anemone apparently wanted to kill herself, but obviously that's not the case. I screamed at the top of my lungs and raced down the hall. I'll show you. If you're going to push me, I'll show you. You'll only be satisfied if it ends with more killing. I leap into the fray with weapons in both hands. Here I am. Here I am. Kill me. Come on, kill me. I'm here. Kill me. As I scream, an explosion suddenly rises up and sweeps everything away. Soft wind touches my cheek. I smell fire. I smell ash. The explosion in the server room was powerful enough to take out Mount Kala itself, reducing the once proud summit to a smoking crater. The machines immediately dropped to the ground and stopped moving. I looked out over the scorched earth. Lily, number 16, Rose, number 2, are any of you? I am the only one left. The only one. I was alive because I had been afraid to die. I begin to giggle. It's a mad thing, crazy even to my own ears. I'll join you soon. You promised to join her soon. How can I live? How could I have such how could I have such vain, laughable words, such lies? How could I have said such vain, laughable words, such lies? I laugh, I stand in the smoke and the flame and laugh until I think my very throat will tear itself in two. I blink, daylight drifts through the smoke. I've been standing here all night. My laughter finally depleted, I force myself to my feet. I'm the coward who stayed behind, the coward who lived. Now it's my job to carry on the will of those who fought at my side. Since I can't kill myself, I have to fight until someone does it for me. I'll endure my every hardship, kill every machine I find. This is my cross to bear. I walk slowly into the west, dragging my broken body along. Ah! So bright. Attacker 2. So that is A2's full designation. Attacker, scanner, gunner. So what does B stand for? Battle? Like a... or something? I don't know. Or brawler? I'm not sure. That's should be something to look up. Number 16, number 21, number 4. Okay, so that was all from Anemone's perspective. So the assault on Mount Kala was technically a success, but it was a very costly one, a Pyrrhic victory, and Anemone and A2 were the only two survivors of their respective sides. Ugh. Two of them succumbing to the logic virus and the rest falling in battle, while those two survived. I'm sorry I'm still alive. Survivor's guilt. But I'll be joining you as soon as I finish some things up. That's all of it. Ugh. Wait a minute. It's over here.
A broken filter will cause significant problems with fuel distribution. Proposal: replace the faulty part immediately.
Yeah, I know.
Coordinates confirmed for a colony centered around the machine lifeform known as Pascal. Location marked on map.
You don't know when to shut up, do you?
You're looking for the resistance member who's usually here? Yeah, he stepped out, so he had to make delivery to the outpost near the desert. Thought he'd be back by now, honestly. Maybe you can check up on him next time you're out there? Thanks, appreciate it. There's a female resistance member stationed in the desert who might know where he is. Sorting trouble number 3. Oh, what now? Another side quest. Wait a minute. It's these two twins. Devola and Popola. I don't know about these two. Are you looking for something? New weapons. I don't know. Something about these two rubs me off for some reason. How they suddenly... if I recall correctly, they appeared maybe once or twice here before. Now I don't know. Type 3 sword, Type 3 blade, outdated Yorha models.